Yeah. So in this video, we are going to cover the data collection and the pre-processing. Before we dive deep into the data collection and pre-processing, first let's look into the data set. Here is the known data set. Here the targeted variable is the loan status. Basically, whenever any customer has applied for the loan, based on their various factors like their applicant income and their credit history and the rural area, for the various features, we are going to predict whether we can approve the loan or not. Basically, this is evaluate the customer worthiness based on their customer behavior. Okay, so this is the data set. Okay, let's go into the data collection. Okay, here I used to import system and import OS, and I have set the system path. Since I have the Python file in the different folder, in the source folder, I have used the system path to get the Python file from my source directory. Okay, and I imported the various Python files from the data collection. The data collection Python file has the code. Let me open that one. So here basically we are reading the files from the files which are inside the data and data raw. From there we are fetching the file and giving back it to the Jupyter notebook. If the file is not there, it will throw an exception. I'll show the demo for that as well. And we do have one more function. Basically here we are checking, we have the preview data function. This is check whether the data frame is empty or not. If it is empty, it will show no data to preview. Otherwise, it will show the data. Okay. If there are any exception, it will throw an error as well. Okay. So that's about it. So let's we go into the data collection. So here I have used artifact. Okay. So this is also one more Python function. This way, basically, whenever we have the data frame and we wanted to convert the data frame into parquet format, we can leverage this Python functionality, Python utility, to save the data frame into the parquet format. So basically here we have been storing the information under the artifact format. That's why I'm setting up the Mac directories and pointing my directory before persisting the information into the uh, parquet format. Okay. So let's go into the code. So I have all the import statement and I have all the system path and all those things. Now I can load the data. So now I'm using load data. Here I'm just passing the CSV path. From the config, I have hard coded the where we have the data set here. So from the CSV path file, like the the data set has been loaded into the data frame, and I'm using the preview data. With this, I should be able to see the data in the Jupyter Notebook, and the save data frame is to storing the data frame into Parquet format. Okay, so let's run the program. Okay, so here we can see the data, whatever we could see it in the CSV file format, we could see it in the Jupyter Notebook itself. So here we have the data from. So I installed some of the plugin. With that, we should be able to see what are the variables we have it in the Jupyter with the plugin itself. Let me load that one. So here we have the data frame. Okay, so here we can see we have the loan ID, gender, married. Here we can see we already talked about the missing variable. So the missing variable is nothing but if any one of the row doesn't have any value, we call it as a missing variable. So here we can see the missing variable and how the data is spread for the application income and all those things. So with this data, we can conclude that by looking at the report, we can conclude that the data pre-processing is required. We do have a numerical columns and categorical columns. So we'll have to convert the categorical columns into numerical format so that the machine learning program can understand it and do their best while building the model. Okay. So this is about the data collection.